What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. Let's talk all things Magnum, or the top break as it is in Vanguard, how to get it gold as painlessly as possible. Honestly, a ton of fun. This gun is essentially just a mini sniper in hardcore. A lot of fun. There's only really one challenge that I found particularly frustrating, but of course we will touch on that. As always, recommend you watch this section before jumping ahead to your desired challenge, as this is where I cover the more general stuff that kind of applies to everything, so I won't re-go over that in later sections. This is what I ran for the most part. I did level this up in zombies to around level 30-35 before I did any of the challenges, and I highly recommend that. Even if you don't want to level it up fully, I always try to level it up now between kind of 30 to 50% of the way there, just so I can hit the ground running and it's a bit less of a struggle going forward. Pretty standard kind of setup, I'd say. This barrel is far inferior to this one, so don't even bother looking at it. Obviously lengthened, and you can run FMJ until you get there. The trigger is pretty much personal preference. I recommend the stabilizer. Everything else kind of takes off damage range. Vital focus for increased damage to critical hits, and surplus to level up the gun a little bit quicker. I did run an optic, which you'll see in the clips later. I think it was the 2.5 times for the most part, just because I wasn't a massive fan of the iron sights, but again, that's personal preference. Let's get into the camo challenges themselves. So first up, we have 200 eliminations. Super easy, you'll complete this as you do everything else. And then we have 50 headshots. Again, pretty easy. I completed these as I did the long shots primarily. It's something that kind of just happens as you get the rest of the kills. I'd be surprised if you need to focus on it completely. If you do, you probably just need to drag your aim up, is the honest answer. And I know that sounds like a really basic response, but it's usually like 99% of the time you just need to drag your aim up. Then we have 50 multi-kills. Thought I'd struggle with this a bit more than I did, but this gun doesn't have a massive amount of recoil for a Magnum. Pretty easy to control. If you're in hardcore shithouse, you'll have no issues doing this whatsoever. It's chaotic at the best of times, so you should be able to find a couple of enemies to shoot within a short span of each other. Then we have 5 kills without dying 30 times. One of the ones that people may potentially struggle on. You can quite easily get bloodthirsties with this gun without flinching, without really taking much notice. It's a very solid gun. Alternatively though, if you want to rattle through them, maybe if you want to level up an AR, an LMG, an SMG, any primary weapon alongside this gun, you can get 4 kills with that primary weapon, and then as long as the 5th kill is with this gun, it will count as a bloodthirsty towards this challenge. Easy as you go. Then we have 50 long range kills. Pretty easy. This thing is it's a bit of a sniper at long ranges in hardcore. Stick a scope on it, play your angles in Das House or on any hardcore map. If Das House isn't working out for you, maybe it's a bit too chaotic, the lobbies are a bit too sweaty, full of too many launchers, hop into domination, hardpoint, patrol for long range kills. You need to be about 20 meters away, and they should come pretty easily after that. Then we have 50 close range kills. Shiphouse, really as simple as that. Just shoot people in shiphouse and you'll pick these up without even thinking about it. And then we have 50 kills after recently swapping to your primary or secondary weapon. So this is essentially just swapping weapons directly before you kill someone, and the actual time frame of how long it gives you to do this is pretty generous. I didn't have any issues with this. I just kind of whacked these out in 2 or 3 games, just focus solely on them. And the best way to do that is make sure that you always have a UAV in the air so you can see when enemies are going to be coming around corners, especially in Das House. And it means that you can just stand there, wait, and when you see them approaching a corner, you just switch to your secondary and shoot them. Really is as simple as that. Then we have 50 kills without taking damage with the W4 stub barrel, the Russian short mags, and the hair trigger equipped. This is pretty easy, I'd say, nothing to worry about. It's all about, as simple as this is going to sound, it's all about making sure you're shooting the enemy before they even see you. If they don't see you, they can't put damage into you. It really is simple. If you make sure you're always the one getting the first shot off, you should have this challenge completed in no time. And then we have 50 ADS kills with the W7 barrel, the short mags again, and steady trigger. This is where you'll start to notice some differences. Taking off that barrel and switching it up, you'll definitely find yourself getting a few more hit markers in hardcore, but overall it's still very doable, super easy really. It's just ADS kills, nothing to worry about, but bear in mind that that barrel has done some significant downgrading because it's going to get worse. For the final one we have 50 kills without taking damage again, this time with the W7 barrel again, the 9mm mags and the heavy trigger. The 9mm mags combined with the W7 barrel make this thing a hit marker machine. It can take 3 shots to kill people in hardcore. It is still a one-shot headshot at almost any range that I found within Das House's bounds, but aside from that you're definitely going to find yourself needing to pull the trigger a couple more times than usual. Once you bear that in mind and you're not kind of running around corners expecting to gun people instantly, it does become a lot more bearable, I think, until you realise that the changes in attachments have caused it to become a hit marker machine. It can be a bit frustrating. Once you realise it, you should be good to go. It's just going to take you maybe a couple of more games than the previous without taking damage kills did. It's just frustrating. There's nothing you can really do about that, but it is, you know, more than doable. It's pretty easy overall. And that is the top break gold, or the Magnum gold as I'll probably keep calling it forever. If I've missed any tips that you think would help other people, drop them in the comments down below. If you want to find any other gold gun guide, I have a ton up on the channel now. There'll be a playlist on screen at some point. As always, if you did enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to find your way back. Hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.